Shalom Uberakut Mishpacha. Peace and blessings, family. In this video, I'm going to be telling you guys why it's a sin to get tattoos. So you see in scripture, this scripture right here, that a lot of people know of, that it's a sin to get tattoos. And if you ask why, you know, the average person would just say, because y'all created us a certain way. You're supposed to love how you look. You're not supposed to add and stuff to your body. Now, while that's a small piece of the truth, that's not even scratching the dermis layer of why tattoos are a sin. Have you ever stopped to think, what are tattoos made out of? Heavy metals. The heavy metals, yes, those same heavy metals that are linked to schizophrenia, dementia, Alzheimer's, autism, all kinds of cognitive issues. Those same heavy metals that can cause all kinds of diseases in the body. Same heavy metals that kill people, like mercury, like lead, like aluminum. The same stuff they put in the vaccines. The same stuff they spraying in the air. Why are they spraying it in the air? And you putting it in your skin thinking you cool. In biblical times, it wasn't no better. I mean, they used ash and they made ink from ash and they put it inside their skin. But when that ash, what is ash? Concentrated carbon. When that ash gets into the bloodstream, when it touches oxygenated blood, it forms what? Carbon dioxide. When you have a high level of carbon dioxide in the blood, what happens? Cancer cells activated. Why? Because all our cells are made out of carbon. Once you have too much carbon in the bloodstream, you produce too many cells unregulated and unchecked. You produce cancer. They start to multiply at an abnormal rate. That's what cancer is. So they used to put ash in they, you know, people do these all natural tattoos that they used 2,000 years ago. Ash in the blood, ash in the skin. Man, y'all gonna get cancer. That stuff was never safe. And then on top of that, the stuff that they put into the tattoos today are still carcinogens. There's still BPA inside of the tattoo ingredients. You know what BPA is? It's phthalates. It's phthalates. You know what phthalates are? It's stuff that decrease your testosterone as a man. Whole time you think you masculine and you think you tough because you got tattoos all in your body. Whole time your tattoos are decreasing your testosterone because they have BPAs in them. They have phthalates in them. You know, I'm putting the sources on the screen. Everything I'm saying is true. These tattoos contain heavy metals such as mercury, lead, cadmium, and aluminum. This is what you're putting in your skin. Did you know when you get a tattoo, your immune system goes crazy? Let's say Putin got his whole army together in helicopters and planes, fighter jets, and they rushing over to Alaska. They swarm in California. Guess what? Our military is going to go crazy. We're going to go to war. Extreme war. We're going to try our best to contain them, to keep them away from the American civilians, right? So that's what your immune system does whenever you get a tattoo. Your immune system, when it sees all this stuff being entered into the dermis layer of the skin, your immune system sees that as a threat and it immediately attacks this tattoo. The reason why tattoos just get stuck in one spot and they don't just vanish into the bloodstream is because, guys, a large portion of your immune system, immune cells, rush over to the area where you got your tattoo and they surround all the individual molecules of the tattoo, all the individual pieces of metal that goes into your skin. Guess what? Your immune system surrounds it and locks it in place. And then when that immune system cell dies and reproduces, it continues for generations and generations of its cellular I guess you could say history, right? For the rest of your life, your immune system will be locked in one place of your body. you enslaved your immune system by putting this into the dermis layer of your skin. Now, that's not your entire immune system. You still got immune system in other places. But if you like get a huge tattoo, like one of them big blackouts or something like that, it's gonna take even more of your immune system away from you. In fact, it's a common thing that after people get a tattoo, they get sick. They get a flu, they get some type of sickness because their tattoo has messed with their immune system and weakened their immune system, because their immune system had to go to war, and it's still at war. It's a constant war. It's a constant war, guys, until the day you die, until you perish. Your immune system is still fighting that tattoo, making sure it doesn't get into the bloodstream. This is how serious this stuff is, guys. Your immune system is saying, don't get into the bloodstream, because as soon as this mercury, cadmium, lead, and aluminum hit the bloodstream and goes past the blood-brain barrier, this body is dead. However, you don't ever have to worry about a tattoo completely killing you unless you get an infection. You don't have to worry about the heavy metals themselves killing you, because you have a lymphatic system. The lymphatic system is the backup to the backup, which is the immune system. So your body comes with all this protection already. But again, those heavy metals still can cause problems in the brain. They can still contain carcinogens, which can give you cancer, and then the cancer will kill you. Or they can still lower testosterone. Now, there's the risk of infection. There's the risk of cancer from this stuff, guys. When black folks started getting tattoos, it was like they just wanted to stand out from the crowd, look different. Now I feel like I'm standing out from the crowd and looking different because I don't have a tattoo. Because I'm a clear skin. Because I'm a pure skin. Us pure skins, we are the minority now, especially men. You dudes who got tattoos and thinking y'all tough because y'all got tattoos, that stuff is decreasing y'all testosterone, bro. You're introducing opposition to your body. Think about it. Think about it. If your body, I have to speak in hood terms for some of you guys. If your body is blood, you putting crip in your body. You feel what I'm saying? You putting op in your body. Your body is going to war constantly with this stuff. Your body will never be at peace. It will never be at peace again in the day of your life. You done turn your immune system into the summertime hood. Now, if you do have a tattoo, don't feel so ashamed to where you gotta go and get laser removal or nothing like that. That's actually even worse than getting a tattoo itself. Because what the laser removal does is it kills all those macrophages of the immune system that's locking that tattoo in place. It kills it all. And then your tattoo just shoots into other parts of the body, and that's why you can't see it anymore. However, luckily, your lymphatic system will cleanse most of those heavy metals out of the body. It's gonna come out in your pee, sweat, However, some of those heavy metals are still gonna make their way in the bloodstream and cause problems, okay? This could be cancer, this could be mental diseases, mental health problems, stuff like that, and that's what you don't want. We gotta fix this type of thinking about ourselves and start researching things before we put them in our bodies. Now, if you've had a tattoo for years now and it's starting to fade, it's not even the original color, the original sharpness, you're in trouble. You're in trouble. It's gonna happen to you if you just got one, by the way. So eventually what's gonna happen is some of those pieces of heavy metal that's in a tattoo are gonna slip away and go into your bloodstream, and that's why it's gonna look like it's fading, because some of that tattoo has actually went in your bloodstream and went to other parts of your body. Here comes the depression, here comes the anxiety, here comes the bipolar disorder. When pieces of metal gets inside your brain, it conducts that electricity and throws off the circuit. Now you're dealing with things like borderline personality disorder, depression, anxiety. You're dealing with schizophrenia. You're dealing with Alzheimer's, dementia. And the reason why pregnant women are told not to get tattoos are simply because no matter how strong your immune system fights, some of that heavy metal will still make it into the bloodstream. If you're pregnant, it's gonna get into your baby. So guess what? Now your baby has heavy metals in its brain. And then it leads to things like autism. You understand? It leads to other mental disorders as well. So that's why every single doctor will tell you it's not a good idea to get a tattoo while you're pregnant. And you know, a lot of women don't even know that they're pregnant and they get tattoos, or they get a tattoo and then they get pregnant, and then heavy metals are still leaching into the bloodstream, right? So it's just not a good idea. Your baby could be born with mental disorders. Hey, just make sure y'all don't forget this message that I gave y'all today. Man, make sure y'all go to zboutique.etsy.com and get yourself some ZZs, man. Some ZZs, some tassels, because y'all commanded it. If you go to Numbers chapter 15, verse 38, y'all said make tassels on the borders of your garments and put upon them a ribbon of blue, so you can look down and remember the commandments of the Lord your God throughout all your generations. Here's another. They come with four each. You know, one you want, but this is just two. Man, look, these are some of the most beautiful, intricate ZZs you can buy online, period. You know, it was made by Israelite sister, a genetically Israelite sister. The rest of people who make these are Jewish, but we got an Israelite sister making these. Support her business. Go to zboutique.etsy.com and get yourself some ZZ. They come in different colors, different, you know, they'll match different outfits. Make sure you're supporting your people. Put these on the borders of your garments. Put them on your belt buckle, whatever, on your dress, whatever you wearing, so that you can be righteous and remember all the commandments all the time and be wise.